Hi, I'm Graham from LSAT Hacks. This is me over here. And this is going to be a quick video to show you a bit of what's in the course that I've just released. And this course is in beta, which basically means it's ready for public release, but not finished. So I'm just going to be constantly adding stuff to the course. And if you sign up right now, basically when it's in its final form, there's going to be like a regular and premium version. In the premium version will cost more, but actually when you're a beta sign up, you get access to everything, including later stuff that I add. So this is probably the best deal you'll ever get on this course because you'll get access to everything at a cheaper price than you would later on when it's finalized. Also, very good timing if you're studying now for the September LSAT. So I'll show you what's inside. And this is basically, currently, it's a recording of a class that I just taught for students who were taking the June LSAT. I taught an online class for them and recorded the lessons. So the lessons are now up here. And in this class, I just taught everything that I do on the LSAT, my whole method. Starting with more general stuff. And actually, I just want to talk a bit about this first lesson, Intro to the LSAT. It actually gets quite in depth on the mental side of studying for the LSAT. I hear from a lot of students who work for like 2-3 months. They work so hard, and then test day comes, it's really stressful. They panic, and just 2-3 months studying are all down the drain, and they've got to study again for like another 3-4 months. I talk here about ways to avoid that, how to study over the long haul, how to frame the LSAT so that it's not such a source of stress and you're not going to panic on test day, and instead you just go in and perform. Some people have said this is like unique stuff that they haven't heard anywhere else, and this is stuff that I apply in my own life, both when taking LSAT tests or anything else that's stressful. It's worked for me for years, and that's all in here. Then I've got background stuff on conditional reasoning and logic games, where I show you just generally how to diagram. And how I approach games to do them like quickly and efficiently, because I find a lot of people, like anyone can figure out the logic behind logic games. If you had unlimited time, I find almost anyone can get all the questions right. The trick is doing it quickly and correctly. So here I show you my method for doing that efficiently. And there'll be a sample video from some of this that you can look at so you can see that. Basically what the course looks like is, I'll just like zoom into something here. Typically, there'll be a video of me in the top right, and then there'll be drawings on the screen so you can see what I'm doing in real time. This RC lesson, there's something interesting about this. Like, people often ask me for RC tutoring, and basically, like, there's not as much to say about reading comprehension as about the other sections. So typically, I would just sort of give the same reading comprehension lesson to every tutoring student who asked for it, and they said it was very helpful. So it would last like an hour and a half or so. This Intro to RC lesson is basically just that same thing I gave to tutoring students that people were paying me like $350 for. That's all here. You get it as just part of the course. So compared to the price of the tutoring thing, you're basically getting that plus everything else for about the same price. So this is a really thorough overview to how to read the passages, what information they're testing for, how to identify relevant stuff, how to actually practice getting better and get feedback on whether you're using the right approach or not to reading comprehension. And then the bulk of the course is different logical reasoning question types. Just how to approach them and walk through those specific questions. And finally, things end with reviews of prep tests. And there's a few other things. There's some review lessons where I just do a section and go through it. Some of those are on logic games. People have said those were really helpful because often I didn't actually know the answers in advance. I was just showing how I go through a game in real time, which is a bit different than some other explanations, including my own written explanations, where, I'm just sort of saying like, this is this for this reason. This actually like shows more of my thought process, like how to actually do stuff quickly. People said it was like a lot simpler than they realized like logic games had to be. Like there's usually all kinds of little tricks to go faster, and this is me actually showing how to do things quickly. So what else is there? Oh, there's lesson notes. So just, some of these videos they're all about 2 hours long. So here you have notes on what's talked about when. I'll note that I'm going to be editing these videos down into shorter sections. That's part of the ongoing process while it's transitioning from beta to live to like final form. But for now, there's notes files. And there's a page here where you can ask questions where I'll answer them, or also a LSAT tutor who's working with me may answer them. And you can also ask questions under the lessons, like if you just go to any lesson here, you'll see just people ask questions, I answer, and you can get like direct personal feedback from me. So my current plan for the course is to just edit these videos into shorter sections, and then I'm going to add stuff based on student feedback. So, if you've got like a specific question, you can just put in a video request. I'll have a video request page, and I'll probably make like a 5-minute video answering that if it's something that would fit in well with the course. So unlike people who will sign up later, you're going to get like a lot more personal access to me and can get like specific questions answered in video form. The last thing I'll show you is just some people already took this course. There were people taking the live class. There were also about 10 people who took this class in recorded form as like a early private beta group. So this is public beta, anyone can sign up, but there was like a private beta group, and some of them have left feedback here on so this is the purchase page. You can read some reviews of what people say down here and get a sense of what they thought of the course. And that's about it. So if you have any questions, you can just send me an email. I should also note that the course has a satisfaction guarantee, so you have a time within it where you can try the course to see if you like it. So that's about it. If you're studying for the September LSAT, I really think this will help you get a better score and give you a method so that you're confident in what you're doing and you can do things quickly, rather than just like feeling stressed and like hoping you can find the right answer out of all the wrong ones. I'll actually show you how to find things in advance and know what you're looking for, and feel confident when you're doing questions, even on the hard questions where like, you're not sure of the answer. Sometimes I get unsure of the answer too. I show you how to decide when to skip a question and focus on the points that you can get and potentially come back to it. Like I always skip 3 or 4 questions per section, but the point is to have a method on every question so you can assess, like, am I doing well? What should I be looking for? That's all in the course. I think this will really help your studies over the course of the summer for the September LSAT, and I hope to see you inside.